Hello again, everyone. Edwin Leonard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about Mercury conjunct the Black Moon Lilith in a natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects in the natal chart. They're a little bit concise. Some people may refer to them as snappy, so what I decided to do was make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up is if you have Mercury conjunct the Black Moon Lilith in a natal chart, there may be very intense communication, which is Mercury, about what you have, obsession and very strong passion, even fixation for, which is the Black Moon Lilith. Now, let's say if the Black Moon Lilith is in Sagittarius, as an example, what you have that strong obsession and passion for could be publishing, advertising, sports, the outdoors, camping. It could be a higher education, college teaching, foreign travel, or simply expanding horizons as some examples. Now, another thing too, if you have, the mind, which is Mercury, may often be, on what you have, that fixation, which is the Black Moon Lilith for. Now, let's say, if you have your BML in Taurus, but you have that fixation for, it can be tied in with money, possessions, resources, your values. It may be some Taurus related field, whether it could be geology, carpet laying, agriculture, architecture, gardening, cultivation, art, music, as some examples. Now, another thing too is that having Mercury conjunct the Black Moon Lilith in a natal chart can also indicate, just very fixated, which is the BML thinking, which is Mercury. It could be, let's say, with Mercury, as an Aries, as an example, that thinking could be about, matters with confrontation or being pioneering. It may be military, something connected to military leadership. It may involve something, connected with an Aries field or profession, whether it be, speech pathology, something with management, leadership, position in the military. It could be welding, carpentry, combative sports, as some examples. Now, also too, this aspect could indicate, trauma and suffering, which is the Black Moon Lilith, associated with the hands, the arms, the nerves, lungs, breathing, and the brain, which is Mercury. Now, let's say if the Black Moon, the conjunction is in Aquarius, as an example. Those issues may be very sporadic, erratic. It may be very shocking. It could reaffirm, more like nerve-related issues. If the conjunction is in Aries, as another example, the pain could be very sharp, could be quick. It's Scorpio could be something that's more of a deeper issue. With the with what I just described as some examples. Now, also too, short journeys, which is Mercury, may be emphasized to those that simply play a provocative role in one's life, which is the Black Moon Lilith. Now, let's say, for example, if you have the Black Moon Lilith in Gemini, those people that play a provocative role in your life may actually be, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be people that are very mercurial, loquacious, adaptable, versatile, multifaceted. It could be those that are very articulate, verbose, cerebral, quick-witted, as some examples. If the Black Moon Lilith, say, is in the zodiac sign Cancer, as another example, those people that play a provocative role in your life, one or more may actually be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or embody the traits of the sign. It could be those that are, moody, temperamental, sympathetic, dedicated, devoted, tenacious, protective, introverted, and family-oriented, as some other examples. Now, also, too, if you have Mercury conjunct the black moon Lilith in a natal chart, you may often think, which is Mercury, about the negative manifestation, the dark side, of the BML placement. Now, let's say if the black moon Lilith is in Virgo, as an example, that dark side, the negative manifestation of the placement, maybe tied in, being very cynical, negative, critical, judgmental, maybe being overly, detail oriented, analyzing things to the point, we don't need to analyze them anymore. It, could be a nature, that just very, just very, fault finding, and constantly complaining, about things, basically. And the thing is, let's say, the black moon Lilith is in Aquarius is another example. It could be very extreme, idiosyncratic behavior. It may be, overly non-conforming, rebellious, type of energy. Something that's very bizarre, just being, it might even be flat out, very, just very strange energy. And, black moon Lilith in Aquarius in some cases, may manifest in, those, trying to cause, dissension, in groups, clubs, organizations, even, something Aquarius related like astrology, as some examples. Now, also, too, though, communication, writing, and manual dexterity, which is Mercury, may be something you have a very intense passion, which is the black moon Lilith, for. Now, going back to Aquarius as an example, those writings, can be connected with science fiction, astronomy, astrology, computers, electronics, meteorology, aviation, as some examples. If the black moon Lilith is in Libra, as another example, writings may be tied in, with peace, beauty, fashion, art, negotiation, arbitration, things of a legal nature, as some other examples. And also, too, could also be, Mercury conjunct the BML in the natal chart may also manifest in frequently analyzing, which is Mercury, how you're going to embrace the higher level of the BML placement. And going back to Aquarius again as an example, that could be embracing the higher level of that of an Aquarius BML could simply be, making contributions to things that are Aquarius related, whether it could be computers, electronics, astrology, astronomy, innovation, expressing altruism, humanitarianism, selfless acts, as some examples. Now, also, too, the if siblings, cousins, and neighbors, which is Mercury, may play an integral role, for better or for worse, in connection with the higher level of the BML placement. The reason I say that is because, it's very intense energy when you have a conjunction. And also, too, you got to figure, conjunctions can go either way. So it could be something really good or really bad. A lot of it can be predicated on the aspects this makes to other points in your chart. But whether, it's the good or the bad, let's say, we're talking about, the black moon Lilith in Scorpio, the good connected with it, hitting the higher level of it, could simply being able to transform and empower others, be able to deal with crisis situations well. The negative energy connected with the BML and Scorpio can be about, doing something, to provoke others into doing something that would cause problems for them. So those people would face great repercussions, such as making somebody angry, as an example. Or it could be very, vengeful, jealous, manipulative energy. Now, also, too, the early education, which is Mercury, can be one in which maybe you dealt with very, formidable enemies at the time, because that is connected with the Black Moon Lilith. Now, let's say you have the BML, Capricorn as an example. Those strong, those formidable foes, adversaries. May one or more may have been a Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be those that are very, serious, disciplined, structured. Could be older. Those that may be responsible but can be undemonstrative, cold, and callous at the same time. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Erner saying, stay well.